Hello everyone, I'm Ankur Chaudhary and on behalf of hitbullseye.com, I welcome you all in this special strategy video lecture on how to boost your CMAT general knowledge score. As we all know, CMAT is conducted by the AICTE for admissions into various AICTE approved B schools. Some of the prominent institutions or B schools accepting the CMAT score are, of course, KJ Somaiya and Goa Institute of Management. The CMAT has 4 sections, namely quantitative ability and data interpretation. Secondly, logical reasoning. The third section is language comprehension or verbal ability. And the fourth section, of course, is general awareness or general knowledge. The focus of this particular video lecture is, of course, the general awareness section of CMAT. So, throughout this video presentation, we'll try and understand what CMAT GK is all about, the nature of questions that you can expect from the paper, and how to efficiently and effectively prepare for this critical section of CMAT. Firstly, let us discuss why is GK or a strong performance in general awareness section of CMAT is important for you. Firstly, due to their generic nature, the general knowledge questions provide you with a very high percentage of accuracy. This is obviously because if you know a particular answer to a question, then it is unlikely that you will get confused during the paper. Secondly, and this is very important for CMAT since it does not have any sectional time limits, GK questions due to their nature are very time efficient. So you can save the time in the GK section and utilize that extra time in solving questions from the sections which are more time consuming, for example, quant, DI and verbal. Coming to the specific nature of GK questions asked in the CMAT exam, when you talk about the level of difficulty as far as CMAT is concerned, it is considered to be one of the easier papers. So of course, if you compare it to XAT and IFT, these papers have very high level of difficulty questions. Next, and that is very important for CMAT, as far as CMAT is concerned, all the 4 sections including general awareness have equal weightages. So this is unlike papers like IFT and XAT, which give lower weightage to the general knowledge section. So GK is equally critical in boosting up your score when you compare it to other sections of CMAT. Of course, the number of questions in this CMAT GK questions is 25. So moving on to the analysis part of this particular video presentation. As far as CMAT 2015 is concerned, there were 5 questions from the static GK part and around 80% of the questions as far as GK is concerned were from current general knowledge. However, you must be careful while preparing for general knowledge as this weightage or this distribution of marks is not fixed and it is very likely that it might change in the 2016 CMAT. You must ensure that you put in equal effort and time as far as static and current GK preparation is concerned. In the next few slides, I'll be taking you through a few questions which were asked in CMAT 2015 GK section. First, let us take a look at 2 questions from the current GK part. The question is, who was recently appointed as the 14th Attorney General of India? Of course, his name keeps on coming in the news and the answer of course is Mukul Rohatgi. Next, there is another question from Indian Polity, Current Affairs. The new state of Simandhra does not share borders with which of the following states of India? And the answer of course is Maharashtra. Moving on to the static GK questions. The question is, the river Mahanadi originates from which of the following states? This is a question from Indian Geography and the answer is the state of Chhattisgarh. Next is a question from Indian Financial System. The Forward Markets Commission or the FMC is the chief regulator of, and the answer of course is the commodity market in India. This particular question can be best classified as miscellaneous as it cannot be categorized clearly into the categories which are commonly seen in the papers. So the question is, Abraham is considered to be the founder of, the answer is Judaism, that is the religion followed by the Jews all over the world. Next is another question from miscellaneous. The question is, numismatics is the study of, answer of course is coins. So now that you have a fair idea of the type and nature of questions which you can expect in CMAT 2016, let us now take a look at the broad evaluation of CMAT 2015 General Awareness section. The questions were mostly easy to moderate in terms of level of difficulty. So there were a very few very difficult questions in this particular paper. We saw a large number of questions from everyday topics that are quite commonly spoken about or discussed as far as newspapers is concerned. And naturally, if we talk about CMAT General Awareness, regular reading of any reputed national newspaper is a must if you want to score well. So as far as CMAT GK 2015 is concerned, so due to the level of difficulty of the questions, we believe that an attempt of 17 out of 25 questions was quite manageable as far as the GK section of CMAT 2015 is concerned. Now, we will discuss how do you go about preparing for different sections within the GK section of CMAT. So firstly, we'll talk about how to prepare static GK. Now, these are the broad areas or the syllabus as far as static GK is concerned. So you might have questions on history, including Indian history and world history. Geography, again the same classification remains, Indian and world geography. Similarly with economy. Also, you might get questions on various companies and brands of India and the world. Next is a very important topic, that is Indian polity and constitution. Then you can have questions on international and national organizations, science and technology, and the application of science in everyday life, sports, and miscellaneous. Now, for a detailed discussion on the various components of static GK, I suggest you watch our video on how to prepare static GK for MBA entrance examination. As far as preparation of static GK for CMAT is concerned, you must go through the past 3 to 4 years question papers of CMAT. Now we understand that the CMAT exam is held online and the paper are not released. However, a large number of websites, including hitbullseye.com, have uploaded questions from the GK section based on memory. Of course, when you talk about the CMAT GK section, they have certain favorite areas which are world geography, Indian economy, business and corporate GK, and science and technology. Now for these particular sections, I suggest that you make a more in-depth study and delve deeper into these subjects. For all the other topics, we suggest that you may undertake an extensive study for preparations. Moving on with the preparation strategy for CMAT GK. For static GK, you may refer to any one of these sites, india.gov.in, ibef.org, and pib.nic.in. Also, another very useful resource is the India 2015, more popularly known as India Yearbook. This is of course published by the Publication Division of the Government of India. You can also download this particular book absolutely free of cost from the official website of the Publication Division. Also, a few publishers like Manorama and Tata McGraw-Hill publish India Yearbooks for 2015 and 2016. So these also form a very good source for you to study. gk.hitbullseye.com provides you with comprehensive study material, video lectures, mock tests, as well as comprehensive analysis to suit your static GK preparation needs for CMAT. Moving on to the preparation strategy for how to prepare current GK for the CMAT GK section. So when you talk about current GK, these are the broad areas from which you might expect questions from. Firstly, of course, world and Indian economy and business and corporate news. Then questions from Indian polity. Of course, you might expect questions from international and national organizations and the latest decisions. Further, you might get questions on new developments and achievements in the field of science and technology. Then people in news, new appointments, award winners, etc. always remain important for any exam, including the CMAT GK section. Then sports and latest achievements by sportsperson, especially if an Indian wins abroad. And of course, the section on miscellaneous. For a detailed discussion on the kind of questions that you might expect as far as current GK is concerned, I suggest you watch hitbullseye.com's video on how to prepare current GK for MBA entrance examinations. As far as the preparation strategy for current GK is concerned, it remains the same. So you must go through the past 3 to 4 years question papers of CMAT. There are certain areas which are favorites or more preferred by CMAT examiners, like economy, that is world or Indian economy, business and corporate GK, and new technological development. So these are the areas you must really focus your study upon. Now, as far as preparation of current GK for CMAT 2016 is concerned, we suggest that you thoroughly prepare current affairs from the last 12 months, and you can use any reputed and competition specific magazine like Pratyogita Darpan or Competition Success Review. So now that you understand the nature of questions that you might expect in the CMAT 2016 GK section, also you know the resources from which you might base your studies upon. Now, hitbullseye.com has a dedicated portal for general knowledge preparation known as GK Junction. On this, you will find comprehensive study material as far as your preparation for static GK and current GK are concerned. Next, you will also find a large number of strategy and academic related videos like the one that you're watching right now. Furthermore, we are providing a number of free tests which are divided area wise, section wise, as well as full length mock tests for you to refine your preparations before you actually sit for the CMAT 2016 exam. After you take these tests with us, we provide an in-depth and intuitive analysis for you to help you identify your areas of weakness and strength and guide your preparation in a rational manner. So thank you so much for watching this video. For accessing similar such videos and other free comprehensive study resources as well as tests, I suggest you make your free account on hitbullseye.com, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel called Hit Bullseye.